Hi, I'm Dr. Adam Fields. This is my colleague and friend, Tim Sawyer. He's a physical therapist. This is stretching for your low back pain. This is a great complement to our trigger point therapy videos. Go ahead and take it away, Tim.
Hey, let's start out with our Psoas standing stretch. One of the most important stretches because we've been sitting all day and our tight psoas causes low back pain. So first of all, from a side view, let's lunge forward. We're going to stretch our right side. The key important thing is to turn that toe inward because the psoas is a flexor and an external rotator. Turn that toe inward. Get a slight lunge. Feel the stretch in through the front of the abdominal area and the hip. And sometimes you'll feel a stretch in the back. And then gently raise that arm. How's that feel, Adam?
Oh yeah, loving it. Let's remind everybody, keep a neutral spine. Don't let your spine arch too much or tuck too much. Keep it right in the center.
And hold that stretch for about 30 seconds. Breathe in through your nose, out through your lips, nice and slow. Just gentle.
Sinking in.
Think of that sunset you saw last week while you were hiking in Yosemite. Just take it slow. You could also lean forward, lunge forward a little more, feel that stretch. Those of you that do yoga, this will be really easy, and those that don't, this will be a little challenge. You might need to have a hand on a cupboard or a table to keep your balance. And then slowly return to center. Take a deep breath. Everything's good. And now we're going to stretch the other side. So we want to lunge forward with our right foot. Try to keep the heel on the ground if you can, and then turn that foot inward. My left one's tighter than my right, so it's hard for me to keep that heel down. Once I start to lunge forward, I immediately feel the stretch in the front. Raise that arm up, gently lunge, and hold that pose. Breathe gently, a 30-second stretch. Nice and slow, nice and gentle. Breathe through it. If you ever feel any increased pain, back off on the stretch. Stretches should feel good, not painful.
You just got to kiss that pain, not.
Just greet the pain. Just move slowly. As you feel comfortable, you can lean into it a little more. And once that 30 seconds is up, you could go longer if you'd like, but really important to get at least 30 seconds in. And then let's come back to neutral. Now the next psoas stretch is kneeling. So we kneel down gently and let's stretch the one we did. We want to bring that left foot forward and then we want to pop down on our knee. And this is a lunge position. Again, we want to point this foot outward, this knee inward.
I forgot that one. Bring that one.
And that just really locks in that stretch. Start to lunge forward, raise the arm, and gently hold that stretch.
Next level.
And you could just breathe. This is great for all you office workers. You do this next to your chair. If you have a lot of plane flights, get out of your seat, do this stretch. 30 seconds will help you relieve your back pain. And breathe. Nice and lunge.
Go business. Lie flat.
In stretch. Beautiful. Deep breath. Slowly return. Switch legs. Lunge forward. Now the right. We're going to stretch the left. Key thing is making sure that foot is out and the knee is turned inward. As we lunge forward and feel that stretch, then we raise the arm up. Reach to the sky. Nice, slow, deep breath. If you feel any back pain, slowly back off. Gentle stretch. Breathe through it. This just feels great if you've been on a long drive or if you've been in that meeting for an hour or two. If you've been sitting there stressed out on the phone or on the computer, you just take a moment, 30 seconds. Review this video until you got these down. Beautiful.
Let's go on our hands and knees now, all the way up to the top of your mat. And what we're going to do is we're going to pivot your legs, your feet to the right. And then we're going to take your right leg and bring it over your left and just bring it back like that. This one's called Pigeon Lunge. And we're working the gluteus medius muscle.
Great stretch. The medius has a huge influence on your low back. You want to stretch that out.
If
And
you don't
again,
feel it, you can bring that foot out a bit more.
don't forget to breathe. It's really important.
Okay, go ahead and come back on all fours, up to the top. Now we're going to pivot your legs to the left, and then take that left leg up and over, and just shoot it on back. That gluteus medius right up in here. It's saying thank you so much. And go with the breath. Activating that rest and digest, that parasympathetic nervous system, letting your body know it's okay. It's okay to go in these ranges of motion. If you're grunting and grimacing when you're stretching, it probably isn't what you should be doing. Just have that relaxed countenance.
These stretches go great after the trigger point work. So remember, do the 10 or 15 minute trigger point work followed by this stretch video, and it'll be a great combination to help you reduce your back pain throughout the week. Once we're done with this one, get back up into the all fours position, and we want to stretch these paraspinals all the way down. If we can stretch the middle, spread your knees out a little bit further than shoulder width, and just come straight back down. Some people call this the prayer position. And just stretch and breathe and feel that stretch all through the low back. It'll stretch the paraspinals all the way up through the shoulders. You'll even feel some of the glutes stretching. And just breathe. Real important to breathe. Just let it go. About 30 seconds is all you need. And then if you want to gently stretch the left side, just crawl your hands over to the right and lean back toward your left hip, and you'll feel a nice stretch through the left side of the paraspinals. And hold that stretch for another 30 seconds. Breathing in slowly. Breathing out slowly.
Feels like you're stretching your elbow to your glute.
Beautiful stretch. And then glide over to the left side and lunge back your hip over to the right, stretching that all on the right side of the paraspinals. Beautiful stretch there. And again, breathe. In and out, slowly, holding for about 30 seconds. If you ever feel pain, you can back off a little bit or stop altogether.
Let's go ahead and go to the top of on your belly, and we're going to stretch the rectus abdominis, the abdominals. This one especially you want to be quite careful, people, because you can, if you have a little facet imbrication, you can irritate that. But let's just see if you can do it. So get on your elbows and your hands, and just with a little extension there. And let's say it really feels bad right at the base of your spine. Try and arch a little bit higher. Try and go a little bit more up your upper lumbars or your lower thoracics.
Try to use your arms to push and stretch and let your back just sink into the mat. So you're not using your paraspinals, you're just really lengthening and improving that curve in the lumbar spine. Really letting those abdominals stretch. For those that want to do a little more advanced stretch, you could go into a full cobra. Adam will show you so you'll see the difference of the two.
Oh, that's so nice.
And just breathe through these stretches. 30 seconds is basically a general amount of time that is required for stretching, but if you feel good about it and you want to stay a little longer, then go for it. After this stretch, we're going to get into the standing position. And we'll do the combination of glute minimus QL stretch. Let's start with the right side, Adam. Put your right leg behind, bend your knees, and let's lunge that right butt out to the side, to the right side. You feel that stretch there?
I've always done this leg straight. This is incredible. I consistently learn from you, Tim. It never ends.
It's just a great way to stretch that glute. Feel that stretch. It feels so yummy.
Oh, yummy is right.
Hold that stretch. Beautiful.
No having to convince me to hold this stretch.
Beautiful. Now you're ready to add the quadratus on that same side. Slightly stand a little higher, less knee bend. Raise the arm up.
Is my leg totally straight on this one?
Yep. Straighten the leg, the back leg, and just really lean. You can see Adam's more flexible than I am, which is everyone's different. Stretch it as far as you can. Lean into it. Feel that quadratus stretch. Go as far as you can safely go. Beautiful. Breathe into it. Awesome. And then we'll do the same thing on the other side. Bring the left leg behind and bend those knees. That left knee kind of tucks right into the other knee. It gives you some good balance, and then just tuck that left butt outwards to the side, feeling that stretch through the glute minimus on the left. And hold. You're doing great, folks. Keep breathing. Hold that stretch.
This stretch is pushing into your future, giving you better hips in all your decades.
If you feel like you need a balance, then just grab onto a counter. You could hold a counter. Now let's slowly lengthen the left leg and reach that arm up, stretching the left quadratus. Beautiful stretch. You can reach. Nice deep breath. Let it out slow.
And you're now 2 inches taller.
And we want to do one more stretch. We talked about this in the trigger point video. A muscle down below that refers to the SI joint and low back, the soleus. 2 ways to stretch. Adam's showing you one way, and I'm showing you another. Heel flat on the ground. Bend that knee forward. You feel the stretch through here. And breathe.
Whereas the gastroc would be straight leg.
Correct. And slowly return and switch legs. Again, heel flat on the ground. Lunge the knee forward over the toes. Feeling the stretch in through the calf.
Calf and the L5 are super connected. The last lumbar vertebra, the nerves go down to the calf. So many times in our office, we've had people with tight calves, and they might even think they're tight calves. They're, oh, it's my calves, it's my calves. And sometimes it's coming right from the low back. But it can go the other way. Sometimes your tight gastroc, or your tight soleus, is affecting your low back.
Yeah, folks that take a big long run or that Thanksgiving Day hike for the first time in 6 months, they end up with sore calves. and they come to you complaining of a low back pain, and you find this hot trigger point down in the soleus that can really relieve a lot of tension. And come back to the middle. Beautiful.
All right, thank you so much.
That was great. Review these stretches after you've done the trigger point work, and you will see a lot of great results.
You're taking great care of yourself. Keep up the good work.